go Texas. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' season as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will get the ball first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
The give from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Baylor's offense has its first opportunity of the day. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. 1st First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To throw, it's Robertson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turn at the 47. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Looking to take a shot. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You can see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the six.
Oh, it's a fake. Headed for the end zone. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Singleton.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The give to the tailback. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Lets it fly. He's got it at the 25. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown Bears! Once he got a snap, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They fake it, and he'll try to run it in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's hot. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to pass, it's Robertson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking for room, it's Washington. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On to attempt the try. The snap. They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. And he's knocked down. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Snags a quick pass on the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Coleman. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Alston. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. The sure hands, it's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bears will send out the punt unit. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the one. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion, the big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back.
And down he goes back at the 3.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some outbreaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Coleman. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. The run from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. And the Bears have enough for the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the draw. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Running to Green. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a seam wide open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
It's first and 10 from the 31. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. The fake, they flip it to the kicker. And the gamble works well enough. Maybe you look for the score on the fake field goal, but at least they got the first down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, medium light skin tone, comment, subscribe and share. Victory hand, medium light skin tone.